operating from a depleted state. And another sign is that there's this deep fear of saying no to people as a complete sentence. I want you to test this out and see for yourself. Me, having boundaries meant that I was not going to be safe. So I brainwashed myself, I hypnotized myself to believe that no boundaries is what makes other people feel safe with me, but it doesn't protect me, right? So people always had energetic access to me. And so whenever I was trying to help things to be better, listening to people who needed to vent, help people with their problems, um, again, I would be the one that people would call. I thought that I was helping them, but what I was actually doing, I was absorbing their pain into my aura. So as I'm giving energy that I think is healthy support to them, there is another cord from them to me that's drawing energy out of me, not because they're a bad person, but because they are energetically in a dark space. And my inner child wounded self says this dark space is dangerous. Get them out of it by any means necessary, because this is how you learn to survive. And now I have taken their pain inside of me, but I don't know how to digest it. This is why saying no to my nervous system felt unsafe. There was this fear that people would become unhinged if I said no to them, because there's a subconscious memory and a somatic, meaning soma, as in program into the body from experiences. So you may not remember, but the body never forgets. It's programmed into my body. And so everything in me is saying, don't say no. Just whatever you do, don't say no. And I feel this fear. And I started to spend more time observing, well, what will really happen if I say no? And I started saying no to see what happened. And people did sometimes become unhinged. That's the 3D matrix archonic energy that keeps us in these false self wounds, just like in the movie Matrix, to feed a construct. They keep us trapped in a prison planet simulation where you don't get a chance to experience your best life. Now, there is a I divine higher self version of you simultaneously right now living the best life as the evolved version of you, but we're all aspects of that higher version of ourselves to rediscover our power, to lead us back to ourself, to ultimately regather the parts of the soul that was fragmented from many lifetimes that we have spent as old souls coming to this planet and learning some really difficult things. So these are signs that what I'm saying is resonating and aligning with you energetically. And when you start to say no, the next phase of this healing cycle is you feel like you have to explain the no. And you end up over explaining the no. And it happens so fast. Somebody asks you something, no is a complete sentence.